I made a mistake. I miscalculated, and we are in trouble today. This is Grand Arena, the first match, second week, season 71. Now, we had a great performance last week. We went 3-0, and now we have a skill rating of 3,533. We are about a third of the way remaining into this bracket. For a quick recap of week one, you can see my opponents didn't really participate in the first match and the final match. That's because, at least in the final match, my defense did its job, and we had a competitive match in round 2. For a quick review, my opponent attempted Sirjunda up against my Ray with the solo Kron, but he didn't have Star Killer here, so that's a weak Sirjunda team, but not a lot of lessons learned, and he quit at that point in round 2. This opponent did much better, but my defense did hold in a few places. We're in defense, right? Yeah, so some standard things, but he tried Radis Kron up against Trench. Interesting. Beat it with Cadme. Then he tried to do Mace Windu JMM up against Finn and lost. That's good to know. I think that's it. Yeah, we got those two holds, and then the final round, my opponent attempted JML up against Ray, which is peculiar because that definitely wasn't going to work. He did beat it though using the Maliko Starkiller version, but this is part of the reason why we're in trouble today. Okay, and then he used JMK up against Lord Vader, not what he needs. So today's bracket is tough, or this week's bracket. My opponent is a million GP more than me at 14. I just crossed 13 with Maz Kanata. Zeta-wise, he's got less than 20 more than me. He's got 16 more Amis. He is number 3. He's number 3 in the bracket with Amis. I'm number 4 in the bracket. GLs, he has everything. It's part of the reason why today is going to be tough, but we'll talk more about it. Pirate Hondo, there's 2 of them in the bracket. There are multiple 8 GL players, which is interesting to be this high within Kyber 2. Relic units, he's got 50 more. He's at 299, which puts him at number 2 in the bracket. I would say overall, he's probably the second best player in the bracket, debatably. There's 3 really strong players, and they kind of push and pull on who has the lead on any particular metric. He is second in total relics at 1884. The high mark's 1945. I'm in the lower half. I'm not the lowest. 1370 is the lowest. His distribution's all on the high end. He's got 116 tier 7s. We're closer on tier 8s. Tier 9s, he's got a lot more. He's got what, 13 more? Mods, he is quite strong. I'm right in the middle. Everyone's, for the most part, modded very well. Counts, he's got 30 more 25 plus, but I have more 20 plus and 15 plus, by a pretty sizable amount. And Datacrons, I am by far number 1, but there's only one player I would say has bad crons. Everybody has a healthy amount of crons, and you're going to see that with his defense. His defense is a problem. We are in trouble. So we have Pirate Hondo. We did face him last week though, but this guy has Datacrons to pair with it. The modding looks good overall. We got a triple Ami Melgus, Star Killer at 298. Everybody's probably going to have everything. We're just going to look for what's missing. 2 players without Afra, 1 player without a usable Malikos in the bracket, 1 without a Jar Jar, 1 without Darth Ray. He has, it looks like, 2 or 3 Amis on almost every character who can have them. And he's not really missing anything. He's just strong. No real weaknesses. 1 player without Calcestis at this point. That's interesting. Now for the quality of his modding, we'll check this out quick. Go through our routine here. Looking for Night Trooper at 301 speed, which we're still scrolling. Unless I missed him. I must have missed him. So here's his Night Trooper. His final 300 speed character is not Mace Windu, it's Yoda. And that puts him at 55 characters. I'm at 63. Actually, now with Maz, I might be at 64 characters at 300 speed. So I have a small edge in modding, but we're pretty close with each other. It's more who's falling below. Like, I like BT1 faster. Like, I would want Starkiller faster, but mine's about the same as his. Looking at the rest of this, Bo-Katan I would say is slow. Afra's very slow. So there are characters here. Oh, Hondo's super slow. There's a number of characters here that Melgus super slow. That's interesting. So there are things that might not function great for him. Let's say his Apo is unnecessarily fast. That's a little ridiculous. Or no, not Apo. Apo's fine. I was thinking that was Arc Trooper for some reason. Just kind of looked like him, I guessed. Now for why we're in trouble. I put out a video the other day assessing the Grand Arena results from week 1 to look at the change in the Grand Arena defensive meta as a consequence of new characters and also the new Datacron set. We wanted to make some adjustments to my defense. I did make those adjustments. We'll go through them. But I didn't factor in who I was fighting, so I didn't check to see if I was going to have enough firepower left over, and I put too much on defense. We got 5 GLs on defense. I moved SOKR onto defense because he's a very good defensive character with these Krons, even with the Hux one. If you check out that video, you'll see like the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, that's the best one at a 55% hold rate. We have First Order Stormtrooper at 50%. Hux is at 45%. So not the best one, but it is what I had for my roster. Is the Kron that I was able to get, so that's what I worked with. Put it on defense. I've neglected to bring anything back to offense, and that's what I should have done. Because now I think we're one team short. And we need everything to work. We have no wiggle room. Now we have also, this is all unchanged from week 1, or the rest. And I took off, I don't remember what I took off. I took out Fifth Brother because I'd split up the Inquisitors. And now I've consolidated. And the reason I don't have Grand Inquisitor here is this, per the results, is the best Third Sister team right now. So it's a very useful video to go through. Ahsoka, I made change. I had Padawan Sabine in Huyang spot. I'm going to try it now with Huyang, see if it works any better. If not, we'll just use either a different version, or maybe this is the team coming to offense. Great Mother, Jabba, and Rey. Wasn't able to get the Rey Kron, so I'm working with Swallow, which is not great. We have a Datacron video too where I break down by tier the quality of the Datacrons. That was not in a high tier. Now, back on the back wall, did I make any changes here? Oh, I added an Omicron to Tarkin. I realized I was missing that one. And that's it. I don't think we made any of the changes. Fleet remains the same. So now, let me show you what he set for me. This is... I think if we can clear 2 territories, we might be able to win this thing. I might just surrender one of these territories, either the upper or the bottom one. I'm thinking the upper one. So we have Jawas, Kelleran, Jocasta, Gungans, Third Sister with Ninth Sister Kron, Maz, and we have no data on Maz, so we don't know how good this team is, and especially those Amis. And then we are looking at Saw, Finn, SOKR with the Special Forces Kron, which could cause problems. And then we're looking at Rey with the Rey Kron. And I talked about this last week. I consider this level 6 ability a complete waste. She already does this in her kit, so it's no good. I think there's one that inflicts stun. I forget which one I like. You know what? Let's talk about it right now. And then the final team is Brutus with Pirate Hondo. The better level 6 ability is the one I've got on mine, which is what? Oh, this one. I just went with the Unaligned Force User one. Maybe he didn't have the materials to re-roll. Okay, so I'm going to try and clear this bottom, and one of the reasons I'm concerned is, like, Malicos, Seer Malicos Starkiller, that's an effective counter for Rey. I can't use it, because it is the only good counter for Pirate Hondo. I did update some of this. Did I update it enough? Did I just update the defensive teams? That's annoying. Alright, whatever. You know what? I think it's on the bottom. I think I just didn't change the order. No. You gotta be kidding me. So many squads to update. Okay. Malicos, Starkiller. Let's get an Unaligned Force User Kron. What do we have? I don't like this. Alright, we're going to take this. Jump to full and get started. Get audio on. Okay, so we captured Malicos. Alright, we basic. Alright, I don't like any of this. I'm going to focus on Brutus, but maybe I should be focusing on Pirate Hondo. I should have double checked how I played this last week. Oh, but it doesn't even matter. This team is so much better than the one I faced last week. Is this evadable? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Let's chuck this over at Pirate Hondo. Does nothing. Good to know. Alright, he's gone. Let's go over here. Not doing enough. I would like to take out Hondo. I gotta figure out what I want. I'm just gonna call him the king. There's no other king in this game. The Foresight's just forcing me to go after their... Maybe we'll call him PK. I don't know. We'll work on it. Really hate this captive on Star Killer. Okay, it's all gone now. Okay. Through the protection. Chucking this. I'm gonna do protection up. Because I haven't even read Pirate Hondo's kit. So he probably, I mean, he's a GL. He's going to have health immunity. I shouldn't even be throwing things at him. Dodged. Okay. Ah! We're going to lose this. I should be going after Hondo. Yeah, it's over. We'll submit, but... He also had the Brutus Kron. He may have re-rolled from last week. Maybe he didn't even have that last week. Alright, what am I... Well, now I'm wondering if I should pivot. Do I just clear the top? Because the big problem is Third Sister up top. Which I really only have one way through. Oh, and Kanata, I have no idea how to play. Alright, we're going to do the only thing that I think I have a chance with. We'll do Sith. Maybe, actually, what if I surrender? I was going to use Bane elsewhere, but what if I don't? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just clear the top two territories. We're going to do Bane here. We're going to guarantee we get through it. We're going to play smart. It's just nothing. Kind of want to use though. We're just going to go with stats. Kanata is only a conquest character, so I assume that one of my GLs is going to get through her. We'll just have to figure out which one. Alright, Grand Inquisitor. Okay. Very basic. Once we get into like a non-serious match, I'll probably talk about like Marvel Zombies. But right now things are too serious. All right. Just auto from here. What was my plan for... Okay, we're going to do gas up against Jawas. What? I'm tired. I can just see that I'm tired. I'm doing dumb things. And I'm not feeling particularly talkative. I think, though, based on his history, he's not clearing my defense either. So I think... Where's Engineer? Okay, it's Engineer and Scavenger. I'd like to take out Scavenger, I think. Yeah, so based on what he has available, he may struggle up against some of my teams. If he can't clear either... Although my top territory is pretty easy. I think he could do the same thing that I do. Yeah, this is just going to come down to who clears more. But I don't think anyone full clears. Although my defense is easier than his, I think, because I'm just 1 GL fewer than him. And from his history, nobody cleared him last week. I don't even know what's on his back wall. I couldn't even see what he has there. Which also means I probably don't want to post this video until the results are up. I don't know. Like, I've been posting a lot of my videos right away lately, but I think that's only valuable when it's kind of pretty clear that I've won a match. I think I might hold this one until we get results. Alright, we basic, increase cooldowns. Alright, it's Turples. Oh, so there's not even a Phalanx to worry about. So we can throw Isolate onto, like, Jar Jar. Don't have to worry about the taunt. Are you kidding me? That's so annoying. Now, how does that make me want to play this? Because we can't annihilate somebody. All right, 2, 1, next turn will do it. I would like to get rid of Jar Jar because he's just a bit of a threat. That Isolate does seem to be helping, although we're not increasing cooldowns right now. I don't like that. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, we're good. Isolate one more time. Oh, wait, we can. Let's just auto. All right, so Marvel Zombies. I liked it quite a bit. I think one of the smart things that did I talk about this in the last video? No, I couldn't have. Yeah, maybe I started it. I didn't finish it at that stage. Yeah, so Marvel Zombies... 4 episodes, I thought that was very smart. Now, I have read the comics, and I like the comics, but they're a little thin. And that's why I think 4 episodes was perfect, because before the premise got stale, we were just in and out. Just really good way to make the show. The ending was, for me, quite predictable. I think I am going to spoil it. Do I? Maybe we won't. Alright, what's next? What was I going to do here? Okay. I'm going to do Mace Windu here, because the results are high, and I don't really know where else I'm going to use Mace Windu. So, why not? Sure. You know what I'm thinking about now and realizing? Just like how much powerful debuffs are in this game. Because one of the things you see is light side characters increasingly have debuffs, apply debuffs. How do we want to play this? Can I hit Joe Costa? Hate it. I'm gonna be so upset if I lose. This had 100% win rate. Oh my god. Yeah, now I'm dead. This is so annoying. How does this have 100% win rate? I must have been looking at versions that maybe didn't have the right Amis or something. Just useless. Do I want to... I'm you know what? I'm going to submit this. I want to see what happened. Okay. And how else do I want to handle this? I guess we do it the way that I normally would have done it, which is just Melgus, which maybe would have been the smart play. Okay, so Melgus, Malik, right? Do I want to double check this? What was I doing last week? I think last week, yeah, last week I just did, yeah, I did Marauder and you, right? Or did I move you to fight something else? What else was I fighting with Melgus last week? Because I definitely split them up. Yeah, it still wins, but we're not messing around with this guy and his mods. Let's just make sure we have 100%. Alright, dark side, whatever. Okay. Alright, we hit you. Let's... Yeah, I'm going to put fear everywhere. Make them lose a turn. Now we'll take out guard. Come on. Come on. All right. Temple guards down. Let's work on taking out Jocasta. Hopefully before she rifles. Awesome. All right, auto. Yeah, so Marvel Zombies. What do I... See, there's not that much to even talk about with the show, which is part of the reason why... Like, it's just like a fun ride. It's very thin. It's very surface level. So you get a lot of fun characters, some fun circumstances. It's always nice to see the Marvel heroes as zombies. I kind of wish the animation style was different, so you could just... So they would pop a little bit more. I feel like the zombies are very muted, especially in the dark circumstances. Okay, what am I doing here? I have no idea what to do here. Like, I'm going in completely blind here. What if... I think I use JMK. Just overpower it, get through it. Light side. Oh, I just realized something I did. We'll talk about it in a moment. Let's just burst through this first. Clear fleet, and then we'll head to the lower territory and clear whatever we can. Alright, I think I just want to take out kicks. Alright. I'm gonna charge. We're gonna use the... because he's just gonna revive. Well, I guess he might... You waste his revive elsewhere, but I think I'll save the one shot for Qui-Gold. Maybe I could just take it. Oh, she has. I don't know her kit. I haven't read it yet, so I don't actually know what she can and can't do. If there's things in there that would mess up a one shot. I don't think so. But I'm also not under threat of dying, so who cares? Alright. But also kicks can revive, so let's just get rid of kicks so he doesn't like... you know what? I should have remembered that because that happens in the raid. So there's a revive mechanic that we didn't factor in. Okay. So something that would... oh, now we have Death Mark. That's bad. Which I did know happens. Okay. So I'm being foolish and dumb, and that is now having consequences. Alright, I'm going to put healing immunity over there for when the damage immunity comes off. I'm just playing this so stupidly, and I know it. Okay, so he's gone. We don't need to worry about that anymore. I would love a damage immunity. I'm just going to ignore Qui-Gold. I want to take out Maz now because she's doing some serious damage. She's just increasing my cooldowns now. God, I'm gonna die. Alright. Okay. We'll auto until this is over. She's probably gonna actually take me out. But I mean, it's good to know that she has a lot of viability and she's a threat. Qui-Gold does have that reflected damage. Now, there may have been ways for me to play this to not lose. But there is some viability here. Okay. Can you just take me out so that we don't have to wait a minute? Okay, good. I don't have a use for bow. Whatever, I'm just using JML. I probably should have used JML from the beginning. I think that's going to be a little bit better. Alright, we can stun. Get retribution up. Yeah, this would have been the much better counter to go with in the first attack. Yeah, so we're stunning, we've got control, we take her out. Awesome. Yeah, so next time, maybe JML first. I don't think Kicks changes that. And now here we got choices. We'll do Profundity here, this is the stronger one. Am I gonna undo that? I'm gonna do that. I want to pick up some banners. Focus over on the Y wing. I am low energy today. Although it is the evening and I haven't played these matches closer to release, at least the last couple seasons. All right, what do we got? All right, that is gone. Now let's bring out Rogue One. So get an assist from Outrider. We didn't get anything else, but at least we got something. Oh, they're stealth. Okay, fine. I'm getting no help. I'm gonna get rid of the days. I forgot about the marked. Okay, good. Alright, that should get us to the ultimate. Okay. Boom. And let's auto. Yeah, so we put out a couple videos in the last few days. I'm trying to reestablish the algorithm after the hiatus. So we have Datacron's last. I got that a little bit later, but for the next time Conquest shows up, we'll have that video out. I have made my plans for the next Conquest. I'll put out a video about how I'm going to be tackling feats pretty soon. That one's hasn't been filmed yet, but I've got that ready to go. I'm going to do the home one here. We can at least do a little bit of testing. And I did do this last. Wait, what was the other team? Malevolence. You know, let's see it. Because I did do home one up against Radis last week. I know it's going to work fine. Let's do this. How many ships do I think I need, though? I'm going to go with a little bit more with the home one because I don't trust it yet. I don't really know what it can and can't do. Even though it has been winning up against all these, like, non-meta ships. Alright, we bring out the B-Wing. We're going to AoE because it gives us protection up and retribution. Oh wait, no, that attacks out of turn give us the retribution. We did get a little protection up though. Alright, we do the master's plan. We got full turn meter now. I am going to do this to get target lock over there, but now I can attack anywhere. We do it again. Everybody's got target lock. Now we can do this back to back, which is its intent. Don't really feel like we did enough damage there. This gives me what, turn meter and I guess offense up. Oh, attacks out of turn is going to reduce cooldowns. That's why I have Cass here, so I can call 2 back-to-back out of turns. That's reducing cooldown on the capital ship. We'll see where that leaves us in a moment. I am going to stealth Raven's Claw. I do want B-Wing out in the open. Do I want a tank or do I want the assists? I'm gonna go AoE. And now if we can take out this before a reinforcement. See, this is why I had the stealth the way that I did and why I don't have a tank. I want the B-Wing forced out in the open. Because then it's reducing the cooldowns and it gets the protection up, it gets retribution. Yeah, so it's beating everything comfortably. What am I doing? Oh, Chimera. Yeah, this is easy. We're going to dispel. And then he's going to bring Deflector Shield back. I'm going to attack here. We can go after the Falcon next time. You know what? We can remove turn meter and ability block. Oh, but he dispels. Okay, so that didn't... Well, I guess that removing the turn meter did a little something. Now we can dispel again. The Deflector Shield's gone. And they don't have a way to do that. I do want to... I kind of want to just attack the fortress, even though I like created this scenario where I can attack the Falcon. I want the tank gone. Let's remove turn meter. Awesome. So they're gonna have the comeuppance come out. It's gonna hurt me, but we survive it. That's not a great though. What? I could have taken this thing out. Alright, we will stun this because it's the only, or just take it out. Fine. We're gonna win it. It's just, we could have got more banners. My indecision got me. Okay. So we've cleared 2 territories. That gets me where? 944. Not even close. Alright. But now I can take out a couple of these. We're going to clear out the easy ones first. Afra. Dark Side. And we'll talk about a mistake I made a little bit earlier. I really wish we would have been able to clear the bottom. It was always going to a risky proposition, though. All right, let's just auto. This is not like I need to be controlling it. Do I get Gen V tonight or is Gen V tomorrow? I think I get Gen V today. I've been loving Gen V. Alright. I saw a concert last night. I went to see Shonen Knife. Shonen Knife is a band. They've been around forever. They've been around since the 80s. It's 3 Japanese women in a pop punk band. And they got famous in the 90s because Kurt Cobain was a huge fan. He brought them on tour. He brought them to a large attention. They've just been doing punk music ever since. Like very whimsical pop punk kind of music. Okay, what am I doing here? Saw, Luthen, what was my plan? Oh, Balin. Okay. We're sticking to the plan using these what am I can't, I'm working at like 60% right now. I'm going to sleep after this. I was going to do a little bit more work. I'm going to sleep. We're Inquisitors, Mercs, Merrick. Alright. We stealth. Basic. Boom. Alright, we'll take you out with that. This should stealth everybody else. Perfect. This will take him out again. And now we can just start knocking out the other characters. And it's over. I don't think it should be Qatar. I've been pretty strict that I think Chirrut's the best one. Now, the impossible part. We have what left? I've got Leia. Leia was going to be my counter to Rey, and that was always, that's like a 70% though. I don't know that it's going to go. Oh, you know what? We'll talk about it now. What I should have done, what I realized later, I was checking out my opponent's history. When I did Seer Malicos, what I needed to do was grab the Vadercron. This is what was used with the 6 in my opponent's history that one of his opponents did. And had we had that extra potency, crit damage, and defense, maybe it would have gone better. And it's not like we're using the Vadercron for anything else. But we're gonna see how Leia goes. The win rate is poor. We would be better off had I kept SOKR for offense. What if we took this? Health potence, bunch of stuff, who cares? I think we take this. And we have been winning this battle. I think all last week we were doing this. Right? No, I was going up against Ahsoka. We were fighting Ahsoka last week. Alright, I'm going to hit Exile. They're taking turns. What is this looking like? I should be able to land ambush before he goes. Oh wait, no, I can't, because I can't do it right now, right? Because it doesn't count when they're under damage immunity. Pretty sure. I guess I don't know. Alright, Inspired's gone. Boom. Don't like any of this. Oh, this is going terribly. I should not do that. This is gonna go terribly. He's gonna just punish me right now. Oh, okay. Awesome. That was huge. That was massive. Okay. We'll do this now. Oh, I should have been targeting Ray. Okay, come on. This is not going great. Okay. Oh, I thought I... Terrible. Okay. Come on. Let me be lucky. Just let me be a little lucky. Yes. I needed to be more lucky than that. Okay, fine. No way this works. All right. She's gonna just really hurt me now. Please just take them both out. Come on. No! We're not going to get another shot. Because this is going to take me out right here. Oh, okay. Just... we can clear it, which is great. But I have no way to deal with SLKR. I'm gonna... What if we did... I'm gonna try Mandalorians here. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Good. Now we can start dropping shreds. Come on. Come on. Okay, so... Is he immune to armor shred? Or does he just have a ton of tenacity? Alright, let's just auto. Well, that's why we don't auto, but maybe he does something for me. Okay. So we cleaned up Pirate Hondo. I'll be able to clean up Leia. I'm going to do Rebels. Because we do have a Kron we can play with. Can just see what happens. I don't think without Hondo this is going to work. Alright, we do that. Oh, maybe it'll work fine. Okay. Great. Alright, we clean that up. And now what we have no shot at doing, because I was going to use Bane here. It was going to be my gamble. And with that, I think we'll just throw in a couple of the teams that we have left to try, like Kanata. We can at least get a feel for. I do have a Hondo Kron. Maybe by some miracle, something magical happens. Oh wait, we can't take him out. I can't target her. Well, you know what? We can capture what's his face, and then here I want to steal the Prophet. Yeah, this is gonna go bad. Ooh. Can I do this? I am gonna submit. Is there anything else that's worth trying before we get out of here? How much of that Rogue One Kron do I have? I don't have K2SO though. You know what? We can still use it. Just want to just get some reps in, see what this stuff looks like, but this match is over. Okay, they got the damage immunity, and I don't have a way to dispel it. And we have to go after Kylo, but I can't really effectively hurt him. There goes our friend, and it's over. Okay. I don't think there's anything else worth trying before we get out of here. Imperial Remnants. I guess there's like Wampa. Just see what this looks like. Yeah, that looks great. All right, we're done. 11:26. All things considered, not terrible. Although I think this is a loss. We'll see. Back for the results, and it's not good. And looking at these results, where I got completely one-shot, it just seems absurd that I ever thought that I had a shot here. Just no issues whatsoever, and despite the fact that I put more than I usually do on defense. But I probably did have some of the wrong things. He also had an advantage with having one more GL than I did. But we definitely need to revisit which characters we're putting down to make sure that I have the right counters. There's probably a little bit room for some other things. But we'll see how the rest of this week goes. Hopefully we can clean it up from here. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough week. We did climb pretty high into K2, though. And we have been very active with video releases right now up in the corners. We'll have the Datacron video and that talk video about the changes to the Grand Arena defense meta, where we're reviewing the statistics from the swugga.gg page. But thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.